path before us is laid bare, and all that... Into the depths of the labyrinth, explorers. Etrian...
The Etrian Odyssey Origins collection is a restored version of 3 classic RPG adventures that inspire players to explore deep dungeons and create personalized groups for tactical warfare. Players guide a guild of adventurers through a large labyrinth in pursuit of unique gems and secrets. They move about and make a map of the area while fighting foes in turn-based combat. The game also has upgraded visuals, a remastered soundtrack, quality of life enhancements, difficulty choices, and save slots, quick access to the monstrous codex, mission log, and skill tree.
You must be ready to defeat anything and
Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom's Prince's Edition provides gamers with a rich and engaging gaming experience. It includes the core game, expansions, and the special Prince's Equipment Pack, which gives players exclusive in-game equipment to help them play better. The game's universe is exquisitely designed, with bright sceneries, fascinating animals, and meticulous textures. The outstanding character design brings the characters to life, making them appear to have jumped directly out of an animated feature picture.
Head may be a long one, but at the end of it...
Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a fascinating game about squaddies' journey through battle, with an emphasis on their emotional difficulties and relationships. Players have the ability to make important decisions that affect the game's result, which adds a sense of agency. The game includes new elements such as the Brave system, which allows characters to do extraordinary actions when their health is low, and a new class leveling system for strategic character advancement. Players may also equip their squad members with a variety of weapons and equipment for a more customized fighting strategy.
One more for me.
Keylocker is a cyberpunk turn-based rhythm JRPG in which players take on the role of Bobo, a singer and songwriter on Saturn, a planet where music has been prohibited for 141 years. Bobo, one of the doppelgangers, discovers a new music robot that can serve as a drummer for her illicit band. She protests against the corrupt system through music and joins her band of outcasts. Each character has an own ability tree and storyline, enabling users to manipulate electricity using their own music. The game includes conventional turn-based combat and seamless in-world skirmishes. Persona is an engrossing game that sends players on an exciting trip across Japan, pitting them against unscrupulous and deceptive powers. The game combines fantasy, adventure, and coming-of-age themes, allowing players to negotiate complex relationships and face personal demons. The game has a visually appealing universe with vivid images, pleasant soundtrack, and a distinct art style. To free imprisoned souls, players must travel complicated locations, engage with fascinating people, and learn secret truths.
Inches of heart? That means there are probably...
Fallen prince shall rise again. Ring of Legend.
Unicorn Overlord is a tactical RPG with overworld exploration and a groundbreaking battle system. The game features an epic fantasy journey in the distinctive Vanillaware flair. Players must navigate a dynamic universe, build a powerful army, and lead them in animated conflicts throughout 5 nations. Players can increase their influence and reputation by choosing from over 60 characters, each with their own set of talents and capabilities. They embark on a royal adventure to recover their rightful throne, aided by devoted companions.
or even years, but I shall see.
Finding the mysteries, they must travel across many planets using their sprinting, leaping, and fighting abilities. In local co-op mode, players may form groups of up to 4 people and compete in thrilling tournaments through the Kung Fu experience. There are over 100 maps to choose from, and players may even rock the party to overcome the mind-bending musical levels. The game offers an amazing experience, full of action, friendship, and investigation of great paintings.
Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while
Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance includes 2 narratives: the Canon of Vengeance, a retribution-driven plot with new characters and the Quaddus 2 demon faction, and the old Canon of Creation, where the protagonist confronts angels and demons. The protagonist awakens in Da, a barren wasteland, and unites with a strange savior, a Nahobino. The game introduces new settings, demons, and music, as well as an improved battle system and more exploring options. Players must choose between vengeance and creation, steering the world's fate with chaos and order.
Never have been dragged into this war.
Machine Draymon isn't the only threat. There's more.
Digimon World Next Order is an RPG in which players are digi-destined to restore order in the digital world after Machine Draymon has taken over. The goal is to discover and enlist as many devoted Digimon partners as possible in order to reconstruct the digital world. Players can select a male or female protagonist and take on adventures with over 200 Digimon to acquire. To avoid greater devastation, they must strike a balance between training and exploration. Players may create Flotaya, a bustling town where they can recruit new Digimon, renovate buildings, cultivate crops, and more.
Together, your bond will...
When the Midnight Channel resurfaces in Inaba, the protagonists encounter an unparalleled degree of lunacy as they seek for the mystery power responsible for the events of Persona 4. The P1 Grand Prix, a combat event, broadcasts on the Midnight Channel, and members of the investigation team vanish. The protagonist and team members return to the TV world to solve the mystery and face their allies, the Shadow Operatives. Through their bouts, they learn more about the tournament's conditions and the genius behind it. Virgo vs. the Zodiac is a science fiction and fantasy Japanese role-playing game with a distinct fighting system based on real-time movement execution. The protagonist, Virgo, is a villain on a cosmic journey to restore the Golden Age, a time of peace, symmetry, and balance. There are no random encounters in the game, only turn-based combat, and several endings. Participate in Boss Rush mode, an action-packed shoot-'em-up minigame, and ride alpacas on their cosmic adventure. Lost in Play is a charming puzzle adventure game that transports players through childhood fantasies. The game has colorful characters, riddles, and mini-games to keep players engaged. From a routine morning at home to an average afternoon at the park, players can sneak into a goblin fortress, discover ancient ruins, and soar atop a big stork. The game's handcrafted style is reminiscent of childhood animation shows, making it appropriate for all ages and families. The game is a nostalgic roller coaster that will keep players interested and thrilled about the following adventure. Creepy Tale 2 is a frightening cartoon puzzle adventure based on ancient European fairy tales. Lars, a young guy, abandons his father's cabin to find his sister Ellie, who has been kidnapped by an unknown evil power. The land, which was once tranquil, has devolved into a place of sadness and terror. Lars' father's cabin is visited by two strange visitors one day, and his sister falls victim to their mind control sorcery. Despite the danger, Lars escapes and makes new magical companions to help Ellie get to safety. The luxurious, cartoonish graphic style contributes to the frightening tale's dark mood. This 2D side-scrolling adventure transports players to a realm beyond imagination, complete with stunning artwork and beautifully planned levels. The voyage is about more than simply beauty. It is also about discovering the realities of the world. Players must confront giant kaiju beasts who threaten humanity's survival. They wield strong mech suit armaments known as Sentinels, which may be modified with special skills and strategies. The game features fast-paced, top-down confrontations against these animals, which put players' abilities and tactics to the test. In Doom Eternal, players must become the Slayer in order to defeat demons across dimensions and prevent mankind from being destroyed. The game has a max Slayer threat level, push-forward combat, and gyro controls for better targeting. Glory may be used to restore life, incinerate for armor, and chainsaw for ammunition. A fully armed Doom Slayer is pitted against two player-controlled demons in a best-of-5 round battle of fierce first-person warfare in the game's multiplayer mode. The game's unique mix of realism and precision makes for an exciting single-player adventure.
They will fear you.
You can save this place.
At this rate, everyone's gonna get arrested!
Two master detectives from the World Detective Organization must collaborate to discover the truth. Yuma begins the game by assuming charge of Kanai Ward and investigating crime scenes, collecting solution keys as evidence. The master detectives, who possess extraordinary skills like as postcognition and disguise, employ forensic fortes to locate buried evidence. Yuma must deal with the gimmicks and traps in the mystery labyrinth, where the mysteries manifest themselves. Mystery phantoms materialize to keep Yuma from discovering the truth.
Don't matter. I will fight.
Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
From the